Okay, boys, great win on Saturday against Skyline. Today we're going to review five plays and some techniques on the offensive line to help you. Okay, so first play is going to be Cal's touchdown run. All right here we have Owen at the left tackle, getting at the left guard. We have Bo at center, CJ at the right guard, and Cy at right tackle. So let's just watch it. Okay, this is a nice, 15, 20-yard run to get into the end zone. So let's break it down um, by each position. Okay, so let's start with Owen. Owen, this is outstanding technique, outstanding get off, and your block is what creates the hole for us to be able to score. So let's go ahead and look right here. Boom, that's an outstanding hit. Okay, Owen, you've moved your guy effectively out of his position. That's an outstanding block. And that is where Cal is running right behind you. Okay. So this is, I think, the standard for all of our offensive linemen. So everyone watching, this is how I want every single block when we run an inside zone play. Okay, let's move over to Gideon. Okay, Gideon, there's some bad and some good here. Okay. The bad is you hesitate off the line. I want you to fire off the line. Left, right, chop, chop, chop. Right, left, chop, chop, chop. Okay. You're a little bit hesitant here. Just remember your rules when you come to the line. Okay. Which is if you are uncovered, which you are uncovered here. Okay. That means you are going to combo block someone on the line of scrimmage and then move up to a linebacker. So right here, I would have preferred that you fired out with Owen to combo block, and then both of you, or one of you could have moved up to a linebacker. Now, the good about this, Gideon, is while you hesitated a little, you caught this linebacker coming over and you drive him so effectively that you pancaked him. So that's really excellent strength, excellent aggression. So let's just work on getting our pre-snap assignments and getting a better get off. Okay, let's move on to Bo, the Iron Man. Bo, great snap, great first step. Okay. What I would have liked to see, Bo, is to get your hands inside of his numbers a little bit better, a little bit stronger power step, and that way you stand in front. This is a little bit difficult, Bo, because he's standing in a 2-point stance and he's a full yard off the line of scrimmage. So it's really unclear what he's going to do. Um, and I know that caused some confusion during the game. So great snap and maybe just a little bit stronger power step next time and try to get your hands into his chest. Okay, let's go over to CJ. CJ, you are uncovered. Okay, that means there is no one in front of you on the line of scrimmage, and this is going to be a run to the left. So, CJ, what you should be doing is left, right, chop, 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 combo blocking this nose tackle, and then working up to a linebacker. Okay, so what I saw here, CJ, is your first step looks like it's lateral. Okay, and then your second step is actually backwards. Okay, your first step should be at a 45-degree angle towards here. So your hat, your hands, and your left shoulder should be completely into this nose tackle, and you and Bo should be driving him back somewhere over here, and then you should come off, or Bo should come off to get this linebacker. Okay. All right. So just remember, we always want to prioritize the nose tackle. And then CJ, when you're looking at who to combo block, okay, you have two options here. You have this nose tackle and you have this defensive end. Since we're running to the left, you should choose this nose tackle, okay? And you're probably going to work up to this linebacker here. Okay, Sai, you are uncovered, okay, which means that you are either going to combo block which means that you are going to combo block up to the next level. You only really have one man close to you on the line of scrimmage in this defensive end, and it's the backside defensive end. So you're not worried about him. So you're just going to go straight up to the linebacker. Okay. The only thing here is way to fire out. That's great. Just don't miss next time. Okay. One thing you can do, CJ, or Cy, is step with your left foot first. That's your play side foot, your right foot, and then that puts you in a better angle to take this guy. Okay. Just as a refresher, let's go over inside zone footwork. Left, right, chop, chop, chop. Just like that. Hands inside. Okay. So that's what we've been teaching at practice. That's what we've been working on, right? Left, right, chop, chop, chop. Right, left, chop, chop, chop. That second step is that power step. The hands, you should be making contact with your opponent. Your hands should be making contact in the sternum as your second foot is coming down. That's your power step, and then you have short chops. Okay, let's go to 26. All right, let me open this up. Okay, another 7-yard run. So this is a good job. Okay, we'll start on the right side with Cy. Cy is covered by this defensive end. And so Cy should be going left, right, chop, 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 and driving this defensive end. Let's take a look. Okay, that's a pretty good job, Cy. Okay. The only thing that I would note here, okay, is that you stutter a little on that second step. That first step should be a 45-degree angle here, about 6 inches. And that second one is where your power comes in and your hands are coming up. Okay. All right, let's move over to Kainoa, who's playing right guard. He is uncovered. Okay. And we're running to the left, which means that Kainoa has an option here. He has to combo block someone on the line of scrimmage and then work up to a linebacker. I would prefer that Kainoa combo block this nose tackle. Let's see what he does. Okay, so Kainoa went and combo blocked the defensive end, and I would say that's incorrect. Okay, we want to prioritize inside out when we are combo blocking. So what that means is if we have to choose between combo blocking a defensive tackle or a nose tackle and a defensive end, we're going to choose the nose tackle. So I would have preferred that Kainoa left, right, chop, chop, chop on this nose tackle, drive him out here, and then Kainoa could have worked up to this linebacker. Okay. Okay. Either way, guys, Kainoa, your pad level's too high. You stood straight up, and anytime we double team Kainoa and Sai, we have to win this definitively. Okay, we have to drive this person clear back. All right. Okay, let's take a look at Bo. Bo has a very quick, athletic nose tackle right over him. Perfect snap. Okay, we're already getting into good position. That's good, Bo. This is great, Bo. I like it. Okay. The only thing I'll say is try to get your hands inside, but that was a perfect snap. That was a really good first step, and you took him out of the play. So great job. Okay, let's come over to the left side of the line now. All right. Let's see what our left guard is doing here. Okay, that's you, Gideon. Okay, Gideon, this is actually a good block, but I don't want you to be good. I want you to be great. Okay, so I want you firing off here. Now, Gideon, this is a little bit unique because you were probably uncovered for most of the game, but this linebacker who is normally playing about 5 yards off the ball walked up to the line of scrimmage, so he's mugging. So you are now covered. So your one job now is to take on this guy with inside zone footwork. Okay. So what you should be doing here is left, right, chop, 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 and you should be pushing this guy somewhere out here. Okay. So, like I said, good job blocking, but let's do a great job blocking. Let's fire off the ball. Okay. All right. Let's look at Owen, who's on the left tackle. Okay. Owen, this is perfect. Okay. This is perfect. So Owen comes off with good footwork. Okay. He keeps his hands inside and he drives his man back. Look at that. He's about two chops back before this guy really gives up on the play. He turns his back. Okay. Um, Owen, another perfect block. Really good job. And we all need to block inside zone like this. Okay, great job, guys. Now we're going to go into a reach block situation. So let's go to 48. Sorry, my cat's trying to get me. Okay. Okay, reach block. We've been working on this recently. Okay. So with reach block, the footwork is the same. It's left, right, chop, chop, chop. Okay. The only difference is we're not necessarily trying to get vertical down the field. We're trying to get horizontal. We don't want a defender to cross us, which means that if we are running to the left, the defender can't ever come into the gap to our right. Okay. And our technique is a little bit different. Okay. We're trying to get our head to the play side shoulder of the defender. We're trying to get our play side arm, so that's our left arm or hand, on their armpit, and our right hand is coming straight into their sternum. And we are trying to drive them somewhere over here on this angle. Okay. So, yeah, remember, this is different from inside zone. Inside zone, we're driving vertically up the field with dagger, zoom, with all of these sweeps to the outside. We are driving just on a different angle. Okay. Now let's take a look at some technique here, actually, because I think the technique explains it really well. Okay, does that make sense, guys? So you heard the coaching points. We've gone over that before in practice, and we'll continue to rep it. But you see that it's more of a horizontal. Uh, sorry, the offensive lineman is moving horizontally, and like the coach said, we're trying to get a vertical push. If we can get a vertical push, we can. But it's really about getting that position, getting that technique, and and moving the defensive lineman on a horizontal. So let's take a look here. Okay, another really big run. Okay, so let's look individually here. Okay, we're just going to let's start on the back side. Okay, you are covered. So you just want to you want to block this guy. So let's take a look. Okay, that's a really good job. That's a really good job, Cy. Okay, CJ, you are uncovered. Okay, and you're actually almost covered. I don't know what this guy's doing. He was doing weird stuff all game. Okay. What I want to see from here, CJ, okay, we're not necessarily worried about a guy behind us because we're running this way. So I would like to see you move your feet this way along this horizontal axis and then look for someone to block who's probably going to be this guy. So I would have preferred that you went left, right, chop, 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 and just start running along along this plane, looking for someone to block. Okay, coaching points here, CJ. Really good takeoff, really good combo block. Okay, but like I said, in the future when we're doing this outside zone tech or these outside zone plays of dagger and zoom. I want you to use outside zone technique both with your head, your hands, and your feet, and also I want you to move this way. Bo, I'm going to say the same thing. Okay. Since you are uncovered, I want you just to move down the line of scrimmage or, slightly forward and just look for someone to block. Okay. And that's where you get into trouble. You see how you and Gideon tried to go vertical to get this guy. Okay. And he just has to kind of move over. Where if you guys are all working this way, it's more difficult for him and the other linebackers. Okay. Let's look at Owen here. Owen, this is a really good job. Okay. I would have liked you to see right here. Let's go back. Okay, your footwork, you went right left. I would have liked you to have gone left right. And then right when you engage here, okay, now this is where I just want you um, to just get a little bit better connection in the hands so that you can stay on him a little bit longer. Okay, but this is really good. Okay, Gideon, I skipped you a little bit here. So because we're running to the left, Gideon, you should be looking to combo block this guy so that Gideon can come off him and come up and get a linebacker. Okay, so let's take a look. So yeah, see, Gideon, if you step left here, okay, you step left, we're just going to completely take this guy out, okay, and that's going to allow Owen to come up to 10, and that's actually going to allow Nate to come get someone over here. Okay, let's take a look at an example of the University of Texas. And what I want you guys to notice is how the entire line moves play side. Okay, I'm actually going to mute this guy. Okay, see how the entire line moves play side? You see that? See how we're moving more mostly on that horizontal plane? All right. So this would be Usai. Okay. He's going to get his head to the play side. His right arm is going to go right into his sternum. And he's going to get his hand somewhere over here underneath this guy's armpit. See that? That's a perfect position right there. Okay. That's perfect position. All right. Same thing here. His head is play side. He's got his right arm up into the sternum, and his left hand is out on this shoulder. Okay. Now we're going to combo block here. Okay. So 76 is going to try and get his entire all the way across this body. Okay. Now he doesn't really achieve it, but that's okay because he gets enough of it. And then you see how 78 now is going to move up to the linebacker. Okay. That's what Gideon and Owen should have done on that play, right? So 78 now moves up to the linebacker. Okay, Bo right here. You didn't see a lot of this because that nose tackle was so weird. But he's going to step hard left, and he's going to do the same outside zone technique or reach block technique that we teach. Okay. But what I really want you to notice, guys, is see how the entire line is moving to the left. That's what we want to see whenever we run this reach block plays with our footwork. Okay. Okay. Great job, guys. Okay, we're just going to do two more. Both are pass protection. Okay, so we're going to come down to 7. Okay, so let's take a look. Okay, all right, let's go look at some pass protection technique here from Notre Dame's coach. Okay, so that's step 1, guys. Okay, So Wes talked about in practice, Coach Wes, about how you can stay square if that makes you feel more comfortable. And I think a lot of you feel more comfortable. So right now, his feet, you can see, are staggered, but they can be square. That's fine. But the point is, we're going to take a small step back and get our hands up. And then as the defender comes to us, okay, then we start to block him. All right. We should never be going forward. Okay. And so we're just working on getting into this position. We'll watch it one more time. Okay, so that's step one, guys. We got to get to a good set position. Once we get to a good set position, it's actually pretty easy. Okay. Then all we have to do is get our hands into the chest. Remember, we talked about this of our defender. Okay. And then just move our feet just like this. Okay. Moving our feet, moving our feet, moving our feet, moving our feet. Okay. All right. So let's take a look at each individual on this pass play. Okay, let's start with the left tackle. Okay, all right, so that's you, Owen. Whoop. Okay, Owen, your guy is the guy that gets the hit. Okay, we'll talk about tackle footwork, but yeah, Owen, if you just step back, okay, and get to that set position, go. If you step back right here, okay, watch where the guy goes. Boom, there he goes. Then all you have to do is get your hands into his chest and move your feet. Okay, we'll talk about that in a second. Okay, let's take a look at our guard. Okay, Gideon, I don't want you chasing. Okay, just get into that set position and wait for guys to come into your gaps. Okay, if this guy wants to run around, let him. That's fine. He's not going to get anything done over there. Okay, let's take a look at Bo. Okay, Bo, this you got to be careful here because you probably crossed the line of scrimmage, and we don't want to get an ineligible man downfield. So the same thing here, Bo. Just step back, set your hands, or get to that set position, and just wait for your defender to come. Okay, let's take a look at our right tackle or right guard. I think it's CJ. Okay, CJ, this is good. Okay, I like it. Okay, now you just got to move your feet, CJ. Okay, now you just got to get your hands into his sternum and move your feet. Okay, so that was good way to get to a set position. That was good. Next, move your feet. All right, and then Sai does a really good job there. What I would rather you do though, Sai, is stay connected a little bit longer. So as this defensive end comes, boom, right here, just stay connected and move your feet. And that way he can't slip through like that. Okay. All right. Tackles have a little bit special technique. We've talked about this. I'm going to let coach explain it. Okay. So if you, let's see. Yeah. So if we go back to this, okay. So if we kick, punch, let's go up to Owen as an example. Okay. Oh, and if you kick, punch, you're going to meet your defender right about here, and I want you to see where the defender ends up. Boom, right there. See that? That's where you should be in that set position with your hands ready to punch. Okay. All right, let's look at one more, and then we'll be done here. Okay, this is another pass protection. I think it's 90. Okay. Okay. So let's start right to left side. What I want you doing here is kick, punch. Okay. So if you kick, punch, you should end up right about here where the defender is going to be. Okay. So if you would have kicked, punched, you would have just be all over this guy. Okay. So let's make sure we do that in the future. Okay, let's take a look at our right guard, which is CJ. Okay, CJ, a couple of things. Way to come out of your stance and get to a set position. Okay, we can't ever get beat on our inside gap when we are pass blocking. Okay, so in pass protection, we always favor our inside gap. The reason why is because if this guy has to go around, it's going to take more time, and he's probably not going to make a sack. So what I want to see is get to that set position, take a hard step to the left, punch, okay, get your hands into his sternum, and then after that, all you got to do is move your feet. Okay, let's take a look at Bo. Okay, Bo, perfect snap. He comes up. That's good, Bo. That's really good. Okay, no one came. Bo's guy actually ran away from him. Look at this. He just starts running. This team was coached very strangely. Okay, let's take a look at Kainoa. Kainoa steps left, which is good. He punches, which is good. The guy starts to run away. That's really good, Kainoa. Good work. Okay, let's take a look at Mitt. Okay, Mitt, that's good. That's good. I don't know why they're running away. That's so strange. But, you know, other teams might try to continue to fight. But Mitt came out of his stance. He was in a really good position, and I like that a lot. Okay. 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 Hope you guys learned something. I'm going to put this graphic up. Okay. It has our motto, right, for the defensive line and the offensive line: play strong, play violent, or excuse me, play fast, play strong, play violent. As a coaching staff, we're really proud of you guys. You guys are working hard, and we know how hard it is to play on the line. Okay, every single play, it's a grind. Um, but it's also why we ask you to play fast, play strong, play violent. Um, if this is average, okay, um, as a coaching staff, we feel that your performance is right here at good. Okay, um, and we're going to win a lot of games at good. Okay, we're going to score a lot of touchdowns at good, but we don't want you to be good. We want you to be great, and being great is the standard. So we need to work on closing this gap on the offensive line and the defensive line. But I just want to talk about the offensive line here. Okay, we need to work on closing this gap so that we can go from good to great. Here's how we're going to do it. Number one, we're going to perfect our inside zone technique. Okay. I want us firing off the ball. I want us using proper footwork. Okay. And I want us to make sure that we are driving our defender back. Second thing is combo blocks. Okay. We need to be dominating every single combo block. We need to, if we have a 2-on-1 and we are combo blocking a defender, we need to move that defender at least 1 yard minimum. And then we start to move up to the linebacker. Okay. Um, I keep coming to mind Owen. He had two outstanding inside zone run blocks because he fired off the ball. He had really good technique, and he drove his man back. Okay, so that's the standard I want for all of our offensive linemen on every single inside zone run. Okay, let's go to pass protection. Um, we need to improve getting out of our stance and getting to the set position, punching and moving our feet. And then our tackles, we need to kick, and punch. Okay. And we're going to work on that more. Pass protection is difficult because you guys haven't done it. And so I understand. We just have to remember our footwork is the most important. Okay. And then after that, it's just about execution. Okay. Uh, Finally, when it comes to reach block, okay, um, we only introduced reach blocking about 2 weeks ago, but I really want us to get better at it. Number one is the technique. Remember, the footwork is basically the same. If we're running to the left, it's left, right, and then we're chopping. What's different is the angle that we are taking our defender on. It's more horizontal than it is vertical. And remember that our hand placement um, and our head placement is a little bit different. And remember, I told you boys, if you put an iPhone camera on your back, you should be able to see Shane run the entire sweep progression because you are reaching your man and turning him. Okay. Guys, play fast, play strong, play violent. Great job. You're doing a great job, and I'll see you at practice.